happy Thanksgiving. Welcome to Norris Searle Field for the annual Thanksgiving Morning Gridiron Classic between the visiting Warriors of Medfield High School and your DF Raiders. Today we are celebrating 50 years of football between the two schools, 1966 to 2016. Commemorating this great 50-year rivalry, players from both schools are wearing special decals on the back of their helmets this morning. In addition, we will be honoring all of the football alumni from both schools who are in attendance today at halftime. At halftime, I would ask the alumni from Medfield alumni will report to the end zone closest to the school at halftime, and the DF's alum will report to the end zone closest to the snack shack. In addition to honoring the football alum, this morning is a very special day for the 33 seniors who will be taking part in their final high school football game. It gives me great pleasure to introduce these players to you now. Please turn your attention to the Medfield sideline and join me in welcoming the following seniors. Number 5, Sean Roberts. Number 11, Austin Summerall. Number 18, Chris Donnelly Green. Number 26, Brian Kane. Number 29, David Dugan. Number 32, Jacob Enos. Wearing number 34 today, Captain James Voss. Number 42, Thomas O'Connor. Number 51, Ryan Shields. Number 58, Travers Devlin. Number 60, Connor Dowling.
Thank you. Jesus.
Wearing number 68 today, Captain John Quinn.
What? Yeah. And I threw half my roster in the track on mistake.
Number 70, Nicholas Holman.
Oh, I got an extra roster. I didn't realize on the second page.
Number 74, John Stewart.
So I got this one. Okay. Hello.
Number 79, Pam Young. Number 84, Devin Kelly.
Medfield's recording our fees, so.
Number 85, Liam Durham.
Oh, that's right, he's got the.
And number 88, Michael Kennelly.
Medfield and Dover-Sherborn, because they don't have anybody do their game. So
And now please turn your attention to the DS sideline to meet
DS and
15
Medfield.
senior Raiders.
Nice.
I'm gonna run back.
Number 4, Captain Sam.
Switched over.
I need a nap anyways.
Okay.
So what number,
I do too.
what's our
Number 7, Captain Jeremy Craig.
It's,
One
Er-
five.
yeah, DS.
Tyler Sebastian.
Click on the education link.
Number 9, Captain Jack Mahoney.
Also, yeah, let me text it to
Number 12, Eric Levine. Number 25, Zach Gustafson. Number 28, Abdel St. Paul.
What's up, Brad?
Number 34, Greg Tiss.
I got hot chocolate. 24 ounces.
Number 50, Will
What's
Caddison.
going on? You can just turn the volume down and we'll leave it on.
Number 56, Joe Beninati. Number 57, Captain Adam Pollock. Number 74, Hank
I
Reinhardt.
have the clicker to you.
Number 75, Nick Newman. Number 76, Harry Godin. And number 78, Rob Orcutt.
Still at lunch one day?
Absolutely. Now
Let's hear it for the seniors, Medfield and DF, playing high school football for the last time in their respective school colors.
My wife figures next year.
if she has anything to do with it,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
All right, I gotta go back to the studio.
Are you gonna get those one?
Yeah.
Thanks for the donut.
Before the captains head to midfield for the coin flip, I would like to introduce our honorary captains for today's game. First for Medfield, a member of the class of 1985. Please welcome back offensive and defensive tackle, number 79, Brian Frazier. And for DS, a member of the class of 1980, please welcome back middle linebacker, number 53, Dan Bennett. As the captains head out for the coin flip, please be reminded that all of these players, coaches, and officials have worked extremely hard preparing for this game. Please be on your best behavior and show good sportsmanship for all in attendance. Make this a positive memory for all involved. This Thanksgiving, we are allowing all fans to come inside the fence and onto the sidelines and end zones. Please respect the caution tape and cones between the 25-yard lines, as that area is closed to all spectators for the safety of the players and coaches.
No.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you all please stop what you're doing and rise as members of the DS Alcota a cappella group honor America with the singing of our national anthem.
Whose
a beautiful rendition of our national anthem by the Dover-Sherborn High School a cappella group. And welcome to the 51st meeting between Medfield and Dover-Sherborn High School at Dover-Sherborn High School. Bruce Glazer, Art Crandall, and our Dover-Sherborn cable TV crew bringing you the action as it has started to lightly rain, Art. I mean, like little drips of rain to start our day.
Well, hey, Bruce, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody at home. It is a beautiful non-wind nothing. The flag is just draped straight down, and all of a sudden it did start a little flaking of snow here, so it should be exciting. It should be an exciting game. We don't know how Mr. Levine is going to play. Is he going to play? Who's going to be the quarterback for Dover-Sherborn? And it should be, that should be kind of telling. What do you think there, Bruce?
The head coach for Dover-Sherborn, Brad Pindell, emailed me during the week that Sam Hennessy with his knee injury will be the only one listed as not playing. So we shall see what that means. Dover-Sherborn will receive the opening kickoff. Two men back deep, and the opening honors will be done by Henry Mitchell, number 34. Actually, he's changed numbers to number 13 for today's game.
Raiders to receive,
and Mitchell will kick from his own 40. A cloudy, overcast, 40-ish degree day, and a short kick to the left side. Bounds, stays at the 20-yard line, and the run back starts there. To the left side, Strong, trying to hit his 25, and he does so, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Dover-Sherborn.
You know, that was a nice little short punt, but it gave Medfield a good time to get down there, and a little dipsy-do by Strong got some yardage out of it.
Strong and Craig will be the running backs starting out, and Eric Levine, number 12, comes to the huddle, so he will be the starting quarterback, which puts Holden Ferrari back at a wide receiver position where with Hennessy out and Levine down for a while, you had a shortage at wide receiver. Now you got some strength there because Ferrari goes back to wide receiver, and we know during the season he has great hands. Mahoney comes to the right, and Ferrari to the left, also slot man on the near side. First play from scrimmage. Deep in the pocket already is Levine with two backs flanking him. 8 seconds gone. Levine counting out his signals. A little stunting by Medfield. Levine drops, looks right, doesn't see anything, hands off, and a short pickup of about a couple. Art?
It was a delayed handoff. He had double backfield out there, twin to the right, and it looked like they were waiting for a play to develop.
That never got started, yeah.
No.
Medfield, a very strong team coming in here, 7-3 on the year. Dover-Sherborn, 4-6. A multi-weapon offense when we see Medfield. They got at least 8 guys who can do damage to you. Hanson coming right now. We don't see a slot on this side. We see a slot on the left and another receiver wide side. So 2 left, 1 right for Dover-Sherborn. 2nd down and 8. Nothing.
Nope, handoff straight up.
And that was Craig driving ahead.
You can get the crowd coming in here, still filtering in from the early morning.
They expect a big crowd, but the weather is balmy. Balmy. That's a nice word for it. We are live. Believe we're going to Dover-Sherborn as well as Medfield, so we welcome everybody in. Levine back to his huddle. He's got a 2-yard pickup in the last play, giving it 3rd and 6.
And Medfield hasn't really given anything for the run so far in Dover-Sherborn. They've been pretty strong right up front.
Once again, twins to the left, one to the right, out of an eye. They go to a pro formation, left and right, our running backs. Levine in his shotgun, calling it out. Stunting by Medfield again. They come, they trip. Short pass goes nowhere. Kicking situation coming up.
You know, there was good penetration by Medfield on that, and basically it took Eric right out of his game, and I don't think I couldn't see who was supposed to turn around, but didn't have time.
Exactly. He waited for the play to develop, but he couldn't. Had to get rid of the football, and that's what a senior quarterback does. He knows when to get rid of it. I mean, that's the experience. And what's interesting about Medfield, when we see them, Ryan Emer's their quarterback. He's a junior, and he's got an arm. So a couple of good years coming up for Medfield, finishing this one off, and next year. 4th down is he's going for it. No, pooch punt. Line drive, he fooled me. Going back on the ball is Voss. Lets it roll out of bounds at the 28-yard line. So we saw Levine in a shotgun. He's also the punter. And I'm wondering, he's got guys lined up. But it was a punting situation, obviously. Didn't really fool anybody except the ball did go out of bounds. Good field position for Medfield.
I think they feel much more comfortable in that whole doing the pooch punt, the formation. Sometimes when you're punting, it's especially with a Medfield rush coming in, which seems to be very good so far. I don't think they felt they had the time right now to actually set up for a punt. Real punt.
Three backs, one in motion. Emer hands off. Back to flea flicker, back to the quarterback. Goes for the home run ball, deep downfield. Two guys there, dropped. We had Jake Tubbs fighting for the ball.
Pass attempt broken up by Polk, almost to pick
and
up.
Tim Polk broke it up. Actually, they were entangled like Velcro, and neither guy had a chance for the ball, and it was knocked away.
No. It's kind of interesting. I thought for a second there Polk was going to get called for pass interference, but and he turned around. The ball was in the air long enough, so he actually could turn around, and then they were both going for the ball. So
Emer sends Mitchell to the wide side. Got a man in motion, Giunta. Hand off to his deep back. And that is Voss. No, I'm sorry, it's not Voss. It's 28, Mitchell Gonzer. Mitchell Gonzer down on the near sideline to the 30 and tripped down by Mahoney at the 31-yard line of Dover-Sherborn.
That was just a nice play. Right down the side. Nice blocking right up front.
And this is the deception of Medfield. Gonzer has 3 short touchdown runs, and right now he breaks a long one. Yeah. So you just never know with this team that they are multidimensional.
It was interesting, the flea flicker. It was a nice run down the side.
Hand off to 28, Gonzer. Can't do it this time, straight up the middle for a couple. And the quarterback, Ryan Emer, the junior, he has passed for a 45-yard touchdown. And if you're ready for this, he has also been the receiver of a 40-yard touchdown on a fancy-dancy play from the line of scrimmage. So they are multidimensional. Line them up. Emer in a shotgun. Box it out, has the ball. Handoff, trip, nothing.
No, that was just a trip.
I think Giunta was the ball carrier that time. Giunta on the year has at least 3 touchdowns running, 1 pass reception for a touchdown of 30 yards. And the more we talk about Medfield, the more you see these guys are diversified in their scoring. But what's interesting about Dover-Sherborn, in their last game at Fairhaven, Eric Levine kicked 2 field goals. And that's very rare in high school football. So there's another weapon for Dover-Sherborn. Voss way out to the right, Mitchell to the left. Quarterback drops. Emer looking right side. Got a man open, overthrows him. Ball intended for Voss.
I think he might have stopped a little early, took an in route, and could have went for the sideline.
I also think he knew the defender was behind him and he had nowhere to go, so he turned around too soon, like you said. Yeah. So they're in a punting situation. Although they're deep enough, they may go for it. Well, they're keeping the starting team out, and Emer's coming back to quarterback position, so I assume they're going for it. Well, 4th and 8.
On the 29, so, this is great field position.
And it's one of these, you can dare anything. It's the last game of the season. Emer, waiting, backs up, 3 steps, looks. He's being rushed.
A lot of pressure.
Beninati takes him down.
Nice job.
That was Beninati with the takedown.
And that's something that we haven't seen so far so much, that Medfield's pocket just caved right in. And it was probably because of the good defensive coverage of Dover-Sherborn that he had nobody to throw it to.
And in this past week, Joe Beninati was a featured article in the Metro West Daily News, and good kid. Good senior. A lot of good seniors out there, but Joe B's come a long way. He used to play defensive back then. They made him into an offensive and defensive lineman, and he's done a good job. Worked hard at it, and it showed on that play especially. So, Levine back at quarterback in a scoreless game with 6:57 to go in quarter number 1. Handoff, running left, straight up the gut for about 3 or 4 yards.
Nice carry by Craig.
Jeremy Craig, the senior, hurt a lot of the year, but now he's come back and he gives a strong duo with Matt Strong at running back for Dover-Sherborn.
Dover-Sherborn looks like the best shape that they've been in for non-injury since the beginning of the season.
And if you read the papers at all during the week, both teams are psyched. It's Thanksgiving. It's a history game. This one goes in your record book. You know, I'm sure there's a trophy somewhere. But, you know, you look back on the Thanksgiving game. The alumni come back. Big crowd on both sides. Biggest crowd we've seen on the other side especially.
This is Medfield, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
2nd and 5. Strong, straight ahead for the first and past midfield.
That's strong on
Nice
carry across the 50 and a Raider first down.
You know, as soon as Strong got through the initial line, it was up to the linebackers in the back to start getting him. And he took a few yards there, I'll tell you.
Mike. Sorry, I'll get back to that. Back to the line of scrimmage. Almost said something. Ferrari to the right. One back now with the quarterback. Timing play. Caught by Ferrari. He's got about 3. Michael Klein is our, along with Brad Crandall and Danny Murphy, are our crew today.
And
You know, Ferrari did very well to hold that ball in because he got hit right away. So,
We got to sell them 3 seats in front of us, huh?
yeah. $50 a seat right here.
I should put rental signs
Yeah.
up. You won't get any money, trust me. Hey, we got in free. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
All right, Levine, setting him up, pointing out where he wants people and spotting the linebackers for Medfield. In the shotgun, one back behind him. Gets a loopy ball, hands off to Craig. Craig veering to the left, got nothing. Craig tries to pick up the line of scrimmage, and that's about where he gets back to the original 10-yard marker. So they lost five on the play, back to the original line of scrimmage, and they've got a third and about 9.5, 10. 9.5 exactly.
You know, unfortunately that snap was a little low, and I think that took a couple nanoseconds off the clock and gave Medfield some great pursuit time. Jesus, just that fast too. Something happens like that, and boom.
Medfield leads the overall series with 26 wins. Dover-Sherborn has 20 wins and have been 4 ties. This is game number 51, as we mentioned at the outset, and we have a timeout. Who called timeout? Anybody know? Okay, we'll just call it a neutral timeout.
Well, you know, it says the clock on the board says 4th down. The referee over there on the far side of the field has the 3rd down marker.
It is 3rd.
So maybe it's the board.
Maybe somebody didn't have their coffee.
I don't know.
Well, they got the ball. It's 3rd down. Twins to the right, single receiver top side. Levine looking around, puts his hands out, has the football, drops back 5, going for a home run. Down the post pattern, down the sideline, dropped! Was that Hansen? No, it's Holden Ferrari, just beyond his fingertips.
You know, they had very good upfront blocking, so Eric could get rid of that ball, and it was just absolutely perfect. Oh my gosh, the patterns were absolutely great. Ferrari just dove, valid effort, just off his fingertips.
By the way, nice opening ceremony for the game. Jeff Parcells, the AD here at Dover-Sherborn, they saluted both teams' seniors at midfield, and that was a very nice treat ceremony that these guys may not think of right now, but later on they'll look back and think of the whole game and overall what a great experience it was. It looks like a shotgun, but I know it's a punting situation.
It's the pooch.
Ooh, just got it away. High spinner. No one going to field that one. Nice roll for Dover-Sherborn. Ferrari gave up on it. Now they're down there, and they down it. Nice down of the football inside the 10.
You know, Levine barely got that ball off. And he does the pooch punt around, and we got a great roll for a change over here at Dover-Sherborn. And now it puts Medfield back. Where are they on their balls on the 9 right now? Is that what it says?
Yep. The booth said the 8. The board says the 9. What do you want to go with, 7 or 6? There's a good idea. Let's start over with the anthem.
A little snafu.
Everybody in this hose. Emer hands off. Running right side. I believe that's Shunta. He's got a nice 7 to 8 yard pickup on the play, this Junta. And he falls down on the return and tripped over somebody. Falling down on the play was Mitchell Gonzer. He wasn't even carrying the ball, but he tripped.
Yeah, it must have got caught. Somebody's foot.
3:32 and counting left to go in the quarter. Congratulations to Millis High School, by the way. What a team. A bunch of juniors, too. They defeated Latin Academy 31-0, and they're in the Super Bowl coming up this Thanksgiving, after Thanksgiving, the weekend after Thanksgiving. First down for Medfield. And we saw Millis play. They are outstanding, and they'll be even better next year.
Yeah.
That's like 4 years in a row they've had a great team. Josh St. Charles during his junior and senior years, the running back, and now they're just blessed with weapons.
Right.
Good luck to them.
Yep. Millis Hopedale, right?
Millis Hopedale to soon be Millis.
Yeah.
I believe next year they'll just be Millis.
Yeah.
Emer, handoff, coming around the left side. Gonzer tried to turn it in, but it took so long to get going. 3 blue shirts put him behind the line of scrimmage. Dover-Sherborn on both sides are red up for this game.
You know, that was a tough play to start out, and it looked like it wasn't immediately going outside, and he looked like he was dipsy-doing trying to get inside, and then he started going outside, and then Dover-Sherborn had great coverage on that one.
Yeah.
Never let them have any hole.
I could say slow in developing, but it never developed. Gonzer stays in, coming to the left side. Here's Jake Dubbs. He is a good wide receiver. Mitchell in the slot. And they got twins on the top side as well. Passing play, second down. Emer looking, throws right sideline. Got his man open. Twisting and turning is Gonzer. He's short of a first down by about 3.
Pass complete.
You know, what I hope doesn't happen is what happened in one of the other games that we saw, that the cornerbacks played back a little bit too much, and they gave them the easy 5 yards and 6 yards.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Handoff, straight ahead. Looking for the first down. Oh boy, are they close. Junta on the carry. I think he's got it. Yeah, he does. First down for Medfield at the 35.5.
Pollock on the tackle, couldn't get there much quicker.
Good forward progress by the official. Gave him an extra half yard at the 36. Dropping deep is Emer. Good protection, rolls out of the pocket, throws it on the run. Got to be wide
my goodness
open.
gracious.
For the touchdown is Voss. A 64-yard pass play.
Wow.
Emer to Voss.
He could have had a cup of coffee. He was so wide open on that play. There was some blown coverage on that one, unfortunately, for Dover-Sherborn, but it worked out pretty well for Medfield, I'll tell you. Wide open, nice pass. Touchdown.
Last minute correction. Good for a Medfield touchdown.
You know, not to pick on anybody, but you should never be that wide open. Mitchell's kick looks good. It is good. No one should be that wide open.
Mitchell was good, and Medfield leads 7-0.
You know,
Yeah.
Brad Pindell pointed out it's not the enthusiasm or the eagerness or the energy level. This team is working hard. We're talking about Dover-Sherborn. And they're 4-6, yeah, but they've worked hard. They got a great energy level. The problem is mental errors and basically execution at certain times during the game. And right there is one of the problems. And and only a 7-0 deficit, still anybody's game.
Still anybody's game. And, you know, the way everybody's playing, they're playing at the top of the game right now, it seems. This is psyched. This is Thanksgiving, baby.
If I say there's no tomorrow, just smack me one, okay?
Gladly.
I knew you would.
All right. Always happy to oblige.
You enjoy it too much. Mitchell will kick off. Is Mitchell a basketball player? Is it my imagination? And he just found the football game to play in? He is tall.
He's pretty tall.
Yeah.
Taller than
Trying to
everybody.
lift the specs on him. He's 7'2", yeah. No, he's 6'8". Henry Mitchell's 7'8".
Wow.
Listed as defensive end, tight end, and kicker. He's got the size to prove that. Mitchell, line drive, spinner. Got to just get the ball and move it. Up the field we come. Past the 35, and the ball. Did it come loose?
No.
It's
By Jamie Worth.
Worth on the return to the 36-yard line.
Across the Raider 35. To
No, this is 2 in a row. I can't remember if the first one went to Worth either, but it was just about in the same vicinity. And
Yeah.
I don't know if they're doing that on purpose to?
It's a cold day. They're hoping for a spinner that somebody fumbles, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
The other thing I wanted to mention, which I've already forgotten, so I'll get back to that.
Yeah, James picked that ball up pretty well. It was a little end over end.
This is like the third possession for Dover-Sherborn in good field position. They've not been deep in their own territory starting out. Levine, on a cold day, asks for the football. Handoff on the delay. Sparks nothing and a loss of yardage.
On the carry.
Gonzer in the stop.
Tackled by Lowell. Second down, Raiders.
At some point, hopefully our camera can look on the far sideline. We've got a great crowd here for Dover-Sherborn on the home side, but on the far side, as I said earlier, this is the best crowd I've seen on the far side. I mean, they're here. I mean, both teams are well supported. Alumni for Medfield on the far left side of the field as we look at it across the field. See all those varsity jackets. And Dover-Sherborn has their own contingent of returning players to our right on the near side. So it's interesting to see both teams have players come back and support their schools, respectively. Handoff. Craig spinning, coming past the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard if he gets a good spotting.
Was by Strong.
Strong, on the carry. Eric Ormberg, the head coach for Medfield, and of course Brad Pindell for the home team.
Third and 8 now as time winds down.
We're running out of the first quarter. By the way, I'm sure there's a stat very few people saw, and now that I open my mouth, I better find it. Oh, it's got to be here somewhere. It was never speak unless you got the thing in front of you. Here it is. Zach Levy, who's also a basketball player. You ready for this? Division 3A. I'm going to quote the Boston Herald. Zach Levy rushed for a state record 500, yes, not a typo, 546 yards, scoring 7 touchdowns on 38 carries as Bellingham defeated Case 48-38 in a non-playoff contest. Yes, I said 546 yards. That's, for some teams, that's 2 games to total offense.
Definitely.
Wow. There's got to be a medal for that one, huh?
You know, and it was a high-scoring game. What was that, 48-35 or something like that? So they probably needed every single one of those yards.
7 touchdowns?
That's crazy.
I bet at the end of the game they said, you know something? You keep the football.
I wonder what the pressure was on that football.
No comment. Looking at the quarterback stats for Dover-Sherborn, Holden Ferrari has completed both Ferrari and Levine have completed about 45% of their passes. Ferrari for 807 yards, and now the starting quarterback, Levine, 385 yards total. Both quarterbacks have 5 passing touchdowns apiece. Rushing leaders for Dover-Sherborn, Strong with 498. Now he's over 500. Craig trails with 172. He's closer to 180 now. Receiving stats, the leading receiver, Jack Mahoney, with 469 yards and 33 catches, followed by Hennessy, who's injured, with 173 yards, and Ferrari with 151 yards on receptions. Changing sides of the field, second quarter, Levine looks right to left, throws the football that way, too. Got a man open! Mahoney for a first down to the 26!
That shakes up the crowd. The throw was right on the money.
You took the words out of my mouth. It was perfect.
Perfect throw. Haven't seen that it's pleasant to see that.
And if that doesn't buoy the crowd as well as the players, I don't know what will. Strong comes out, and Craig's at running back. Craig is now officially number 6.5 because half of his 7 is blocked by his jersey. And in the backfield, if you look at his back of his shirt, it's like, half a 7. So number 7 is the running back behind Levine. 10:23 to go in the second quarter. Medfield leading 7-0. Right side screen, caught by Mahoney. Mahoney dekes, loses yardage, slips out of bounds. Nope, he's still in bounds. About a 2-yard pickup as Mahoney ran about 15 yards maybe for a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, that was a nice little screen pass on the right side. And I'd say Medfield was about five yards back, but they closed it really quick. Mahoney did his old dipsy-do and did a good job to get about a 3-yard loss turned into a 2-yard gain.
Tyler Sebastian now at a wide receiver spot. Haven't seen that much during the year. They got trips. They got doubles to the right and doubles to the left.
Wow.
4 receivers. Handoff straight off the guard position. Deking inside is Craig. Craig for another first down. Inside the 15.
Well, that was just a brilliant play, a brilliant call. It had the whole midfield defense really wide, and it opened up a couple holes right in the middle.
I worked with a guy years ago in Mansfield, Wayne Curry. He was an athletic director at a school up in the North Shore, a small college, and he did color, and he's on the field one day, and he said to us, you know, the biggest thing in sports, especially football, is what he called momentum. And you see how much confidence you get from a couple of plays like this, and now you're inside the other team's goal line shadow. Levine has it, drops, looking, running for his life. He's got some time, throws to the end zone. 2 men open, dropped away.
Oh, touchdown!
Touchdown! It was a better play than we thought because it looked like it was knocked away, but the catch is made.
It was knocked away, and then he came right back and it popped into his hands. So, absolutely incredible.
And quarterback turned back to wide receiver, Holden Ferrari with the catch.
Yep. I think it was originally intended. I couldn't see that there's a post right in our way, but I did see the fact that it was bobbled, it was thrown up, and Ferrari came back and thank you very much.
Wow.
Well, take it.
Correction on the play, it was Levine to Sebastian.
They're saying Sebastian on the catch? Well,
Is that who it was?
yeah, 8 and 3 look alike from this
Okay.
angle.
Yeah.
So Sebastian, the kick is good. So correct that. Sebastian with the catch.
Yeah. Well, you know, I apologize to the audience because we're at least 9 feet above
It's
field
12.
level.
I keep telling you it's 12.
With posts in the way.
And yeah, the Notre Dame theme song comes on. Next week it'll be Wisconsin if we were playing. They just vary the theme song. Boy, did you read the article this week? Notre Dame's in trouble.
Yeah.
Academic problems. They had one of the assistant water boys, I don't know, some kind of assistant coach was playing games with exams and papers and stuff. Oh, they're in trouble. They're supposed to give up their 2012 and 2013 wins. And they don't have any tournaments for the next season or something. I don't remember everything, but they're appealing it. The coach says, we don't deserve this. This has never been done before. And I'm thinking, you're Notre Dame. Shut up and just apologize. You're not supposed to be like
standards,
this.
you know?
You're supposed to have higher standards. Bottom line, the word is money, right? Always is.
It is.
For the Raiders.
It's sad. No, I will not go on a rant. Nice kick! Holy mackerel! Way back for Voss. Voss previously has a 90-yard touchdown return, but it's not coming this time. He goes out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Defensively, Greg Tiss leads the Raiders with 4 interceptions on the year. Ferrari has one, in case you were going to ask. Were you going to ask?
No.
I didn't think so.
No, that was a nice push out by Reinhardt there.
I got to say, you know, I was prepared for, we're going to freeze today and turn into icicles. It's not that bad.
No, it is
It's not
not.
that
There's
bad.
no wind.
No wind, no sun.
The ball is on their own.
The little peanut drizzle showers have stopped. Emer at quarterback, looking at his center. Has it, hands off. Janta, sparking left, nothing. Yeah, maybe 2, if he's lucky, on a good day. On a good spot.
Tackle on the play by Worth.
Worth in the stop for Dover-Sherborn. We're tied at 7, 8:15 to go in the quarter. We say hello to Dover-Sherborn and Medfield, towns thereof. The 3 towns side by side or behind each other. Pass to the left side. I think that's Gonzer. Gonzer for the first down on the far sideline. Look at Gonzer go! 1 man back. And did he step out? Yes, he did. I think he stepped out. He did, yeah.
Gonzer forced out of bounds.
He stepped out somewhere around the 40 of Dover-Sherborn.
Yeah, it's a good thing Greg Thiss is going like, hey, what's going on here?
And, you know, remember Lynn Swan for the Steelers?
Yep.
He took ballet lessons. He was a Hall of Fame wide receiver, and that's where the ballet steps come in. You can just tippy-toe around that sideline.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Giunta coming right. Giunta, a little stout back, comes to the 40, down to the 36-yard line. We spotted at actually the 37. First down.
Adam Pollock had great pursuit on that one. Got him down.
Ball now into Raider territory.
Watch Emer. He may go for the home run ball soon. He's got the arm to do it. Not much of a huddle. They come back. Flip, screen left. They're looking at something that goes nowhere.
Nowhere.
Stephen Williams, a backup quarterback, was on the screenplay, and by the time the ball got there, it was a short loft. Everybody else in the blue shirts was covering it.
Complete to Williams. Mahoney stop.
They lost, what,
Brings up a
7?
and
Yeah.
16.
Wow.
I got 2nd and 17. Okay. Emer going for the big one. Far near sideline pass once again to that backup quarterback, number 10, Williams. He runs it past the original line of scrimmage. Overall, about a 12 yards, 13-yard pickup. So that gives us 3rd and maybe 5 or 6, depending on the spot, with 7 minutes to go until halftime. Bruce Glazer and Art Crandall at Dover-Sherborn High School, bringing you the 51st contest between these two squads. Emer, looking, line drive, caught. It was not the intended receiver, but whatever. Jake Dubs with his first catch of the game. It went past his intended receiver, and the second receiver got it. Unless I'm looking at that wrong. It looks like it was the secondary man who picked the ball up, but it's a first down nevertheless. And Medfield does not believe in huddles. I do, but they don't.
No,
Moves the
pretty
game
quick.
right along, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Emer. Delay on the handoff to Giunta. He's stacked up by James Worth,
Jamie Worth leading those two.
along with Pollock for Dover-Sherborn.
Again, in on that. Gain of 1, 2nd down.
Hey, we could up the prices of these seats, by the way. It's getting crowded.
Yeah.
I formation. Emer drops short, taking his time, running out of the pocket, running for his life, wants to throw the football. He's past the line of scrimmage and knocked down. Adam Pollock again on the stop.
By Pollock. Ball carrier was Amer.
5:46 and counting.
You know, Joey B had great pursuit on that one and went down, grabbed his ankle, and I think he slowed him down so Pollock could come
I
in.
haven't had a chance to open my coffee because they won't have a behind the scrimmage huddle. I'm very upset. Emer dropping, line drive, caught by Giunta. By the time he caught it, it took a little while, but he makes forward progress close to a first down. This halftime is coming quicker than anybody anticipated. Remember some games it's like,
Oh my
are we at
God.
halftime yet?
Yeah.
And this one's just zooming along.
I just can't believe this. Let me look at the 10:30 on the nose right now.
From the near, sorry, my fault.
Warrior first.
From the near hash mark,
Raider 11.
Warriors working with a first down, Giunta behind Emer. Hand off to Giunta. Dipsy-do inside, maybe a couple. Coming down to the 5-minute mark to go in this first half.
Yeah, there's been games where we've covered where,
And
what was it, almost an hour and 15 minutes for the first half?
I think a Super Bowl could have been played in that first half.
Crazy.
Warriors.
Emer looking around, the junior. Standing still, barking him out, got the football. Left side. One guy open, overthrown.
Oh, overthrown.
Ball intended for Austin Summerall.
Is incomplete,
Good theory.
and it is 3rd
Good
down.
theory. Little sideline pattern.
Actually, I think the intended receiver was Mitchell, not Summerall.
I was going to say for the Dover-Sherborn home colors, of course, we can see the numbers a little better, but
What's daytime?
geez, I got to tell you,
Nighttime.
it's still not easy.
You need those night binoculars. With the,
Night vision.
thank you very much.
No.
4:41, we got a
On
timeout.
the field call by the
Maybe they
Raiders.
could illuminate them with LED lights, you know?
4:41 left in the
Yeah,
half.
someday I'm wondering if, in the future, beyond our years, of course, if we could actually sit in our living room and do a live game from there. This way we don't have to show up.
Like they do in Mexico. Go!
remember the story? I don't know if you remember this on WEI. John Mita Pirelli used to do the Revolution soccer games.
Right.
And they went on a road trip, and Mita was home, making believe he was at the game.
Yeah.
And they caught him afterwards on the radio, and they said, John Mita Pirelli, you weren't at the game. No, I wasn't. He was either home or in the studio doing it live from there, watching the TV monitors.
Sure.
I'm sorry, but that's cheap. You got to be there. I mean, being in the house isn't the same thing. We went to my wife and I went to the Bruins Blues game this week, and I said to her afterwards, nothing like being at a hockey game or any live sporting event, because you can see what's developing on the field, whereas the TV only shows you so much.
Right.
By the way, I heard a certain offspring of yours was at that Bruins Blues game.
He was.
You know, we got to get into that sometime, because I was going to have him arrested. He looked like one of the guys from Slapshot. One of the brothers. He's dressed like that. Yeah, okay, fine.
Did you see him on the monitor?
Yeah, I did, unfortunately. He was up against the baby for the Best Dance Award, and the baby won.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Emer dropping back. Look for the end zone. Junta not looking. Junta's got it. No!
Oh!
It's knocked away! What a great knock away by Tim Polk. Junta went to a spot, and he finally turned around. Here comes the football, but here comes Polk to knock it away.
He absolutely saw that whole play develop and just boom.
Wow.
Pushed it right away. Nice job.
4th and 8. I guess they're going for it. So at the Celtics and Bruins games, they have a scoreboard and they show people. I try to hide when they show people the scoreboard, and they have 3 finalists for who's the best dancer to the music. Little baby, Daddy's holding up like a 3-4 month old. I know, maybe 5 months, and he's shaking him around. The poor kid has no idea what's going on. He wins the contest. Your son loses. Emer dropping on 4th down to the end zone. Man open. Mitchell touchdown.
That Emer pass attempt is complete.
It's a 9-yard touchdown to Mitchell.
Yeah, he just got in front of Holden Ferrari, and Holden couldn't bat the ball away, because this kid's pretty big. He's a big boy.
Mismatch. Yeah. Extra point attempt coming. Looks good to me. It is. 14-7 visitors
Mitchell was good.
with 4:27 to go in the second quarter.
4:27 left in the half. 14-7 Medfield.
So, continuing the story, right? So, they award a prize to the baby. Your son lost out on the pizza. So
Right.
the lovely young lady comes up to the family and says, "Here's your pizza." And little baby's looking like, "What's that?" And I'm thinking, the kid can't. My wife says, "The kid can't even win anything. It's a pizza. He can't eat pizza."
No.
But it was cute, and I'm sorry, your son. No, I'm not.
Well, you know what? Actually, Cameron was there the game 2 games before, and he won fan of the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did.
Well, isn't there like double jeopardy here? I mean, there should be a limitation.
Who knows?
Your family's just getting greedy for pizza, I guess. So did you get any pizza?
Oh, no.
No, of course not. Who are you? You're just their
I'm
father.
just a father. That's right. Exactly.
4:27 until halftime. We hope you're enjoying Dover-Sherborn Cable TV's live cablecast of high school Thanksgiving Day football, and nothing better on
Nothing better.
a nice day, really,
Yep.
without the sun. We don't need you, Mr. Sun.
Mitchell to kick.
We're doing fine. Mitchell comes into the football. Line drive, high and deep. Zone, looks for some protection. Comes outside to the 25 and he's snaked down to 27.
Nice return by Sakina.
That was the first kick from Medfield that actually wasn't a
Yeah.
short little on the side.
They're on 27.
One.
Say hi.
Hi. Bye. One last reference back to the Bruins Blues game. What I don't understand is these adults are dancing in the stands, and it's like, don't you have a little bit of modesty? I mean, some of it's shameful.
You know, it was funny. A lot of people don't know it's just for a pizza. They think, what, you're going to win $100? You win
Yeah.
a sweater, jersey, or somebody?
Oh, I got to tell you a funny story about that one, too. They had another contest. Levine with 4:19 to go in the quarter. Straight ahead, I believe that's Craig. It is. He's got a short pickup. They have the
Craig.
3 cups and the little puck in the cups, and they move the cups around digitally on the screen.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and the guy in the audience has to say, which cup that has the puck? He gets it right. Man, I got an autographed photo. Probably some guy I never heard of who doesn't play, but he got an autographed photo. I'm thinking, Bruins, can't you do better than that?
That's cute.
Maybe they can't. Or maybe they don't want to.
Yeah, they don't want to.
Yeah, who cares? Back to Levine in the football. 2nd and 7. Throws screen right side. Got his man at the 35. To the 40 and a first down. Holding Ferrari it is this time. On the
There we
catch
go.
to the 42.
Mahoney complete for a Raider first down.
He said
There we
Mahoney?
go.
Is it Mahoney really? I lied?
You know what?
No, it's Ferrari. He's wrong. The 3 and the 9. Once again, even dug up
know.
on the PA system. He's having trouble. It was Ferrari. Now I wonder who caught the football for the touchdown. Was it 9 or 3? We'll have to look at halftime.
Yeah, where's our instant replay on here?
I was going to ask you. I've been
The monitor.
I've been holding off the whole first half. Where's the monitor for you to look at the replay? You just got to use your imagination. Levine with the football on a first down. Levine, handoff, straight ahead, about a yard. If one more person sits down in front of me, I'm going to ask for a broadcast booth next season. Seriously.
Craig?
I hope the Dover-Sherborn High School administration is looking at us saying, why are those guys in the crowd like that? They deserve their own broadcast booth. Yes, we do. Being 12 feet off the ground is not a good thing.
No.
No.
I gotta tell you, boys, the colors for the jerseys,
Yeah.
the numbers.
Yeah. Every game we say that. Ferrari with the catch. Just past midfield and just short of a first down. Come on. Navy blue on blue. It doesn't work, especially at night.
No.
I wish that Dover-Sherborn would wear their road uniforms because I could at least read the numbers on
Yes.
those. I'm telling you, 3, 9, and 8. Forget it. Just guess. Just guess. So where's the scorers table at halftime? Upstairs? I'll go. I'll be the one. Levine. Waits. Looks left. Got a man. Mahoney's open. Ball short. Mahoney knocked away by Voss.
Yeah, a little underthrown.
Attempt to Mahoney.
Had it. Yeah, Mahoney had the lead. It's too bad. If you could have let him, that would have been great. But you know, there was a lot of pressure.
Broken up by Voss.
It was good defense. Put it that way first too.
For those of you looking forward to creating your own halftime show, you can do it today. We will have a live, no halftime show. We'll have a crowd mic in the background. We're going to take a walk to the scorers table, and in the background you'll hear crowd noise, so you can sing, dance, create your own halftime show, no extra charge.
That's right.
Not you, Art. No, you can't.
I gotta go to the scorers table.
Yes. And remember to come back down again.
Hot chocolate, Bruce?
Okay, look at this. They got Ferrari, Sebastian, and Mahoney in the lineup. I just got to guess who's who when they catch the ball. Levine with a high snap, drops deep to his own 40. Line drive left side, overthrown is Ferrari. Just a nice play defensively by Liam O'Toole. He was 1/2 step short of pass interference. He
Well, I
timed
think
it perfectly.
I see the flag down
Oh,
here.
was it?
Yeah,
Yeah. What do you got?
I don't know what it is here.
Maybe he just dropped his flag.
Call the field is holding against the Raiders.
Whoops. Holding on the Raiders.
Oh,
That's
okay.
our first flag.
That has
Yeah?
been
Oh my gosh, for the
declined,
game.
and
That's
No
right.
wonder it's moving along.
No kidding.
Not bad.
No.
Folks, all Medfield football alum, please report at the beginning of halftime to the end zone closest to the school. So if you're sitting in the Medfield stands, that's your left end zone.
And 1:50 to go. Emer on the turnover downs. Pass wide open to number 34, Voss. Voss running left side, and he doesn't want to go down. Finally, brought down inside the 25.
Tackle was by
And Medfield's
Fulton.
offense is on the move.
You know, Voss just sauteed,
Voss on the tackle.
sauntered right over the field, waiting for his
And all
blocking,
BS football
and he
alum,
just
please
kept going.
report
He
to the
looked like he was on a
end zone
stroll.
Yeah, I know.
at the
Twins to the right, twins to the left. Take your choice. Emer drops, throwing right side. Line drive, caught by Voss again. Voss, Deacon, stopped by Ferrari inside the 10 at the 9.
Tackle on the
Yeah,
play
Mendes
by
tried to get a
Ferrari.
hand on that, but
From Pollock.
just went right over.
And you got to admire the Medfield offense. They're just moving. And I think Dover-Sherborn is having trouble getting set on D a little bit.
Well, you know, it's those
Called
quick
by Medfield.
no-huddle offense.
Well, that'll slow it down. First time off of Medfield in the game.
All
The
Medfield
minute,
football
18
alum,
seconds left in the half.
Report to the end zone closest to the school.
Crazy.
If you're sitting in the Medfield stands, that is on.
So the
your
ball's on the
left,
9,
as I can tell.
and
Raider
it's first down,
football alum,
9.
please report to the end zone closest to the snack shack. Again.
So we'll see how this plays out.
Those announcements in the background for both teams' alumni to meet on opposite end zones to get together for what I don't know.
Yeah, hot chocolate.
Because they're probably out of hot chocolate by now, right?
There are raffle
We know that lesson.
tickets over by the snack shack
For those of you who aren't in on this, we had a really cold game here one time.
Millis.
Was it? And before halftime, they were out of hot chocolate.
And we had it all coordinated, too, or so we thought.
Yeah, Brad was going to go out there, run to get the chocolate, and came back empty.
The best laid plans, right?
Yep.
1:18 to go until halftime on a Thanksgiving day. Overcast clouds, 40-ish degrees. Both teams have cheerleaders here. No, Dover-Sherborn has their cheerleaders. Hey, Medfield, we're no cheerleaders. I'll make a note of that. Emer, looking end zone. Smelling pay dirt, runs back in the pocket, out of the pocket, running to his right, can't throw, throws, end zone, and then open, knocked away.
You know what? That was great coverage by Dover-Sherborn. Great defensive coverage.
I'm looking downfield. What?
And it is
Joe Beninati was downfield? Seriously?
just over a minute to play.
No.
in the half.
I don't know. We can't,
I think it's Greg Tiss. Yeah, Greg Tiss on the defense of the touchdown. That ball would have been in the hands of Stephen Williams, but Tiss made a great knockaway. So it's 2nd and 9, 1:09 to go. Plenty of time for a score or a turnover and downs, most likely. From the near side, looking from our right and to our right. Emer in trouble. He's being rushed. Throws it on the run. Got a man out of bounds. Touchdown. Just made it inside
Complete
the...
for a Warrior touchdown.
What do you think? The corner of the end zone. A 9-yard score.
Pass was complete to Ginta.
James Worth was in pursuit, but
They can move the football.
yeah, they can.
I believe that was Junta.
You're going for 2 here. Up.
That is the second 9-yard, back-to-back 9-yard touchdowns is what I want to say.
So it's 20-7 right now.
I'm very surprised at you. We've done how many games together, and you cannot do a replay without a monitor? Come on. I taught you Imagination 101, didn't I? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, thanks, Brad, for the monitor at halftime. We all appreciate that, Have there been any replays yet? Oh, thanks to the replays, Brad. It's like watching TV with your eyes closed. We're all behind you. No, we're not. So they're going for 2. Are they really?
They lined up initially for.
I don't see the point. I really don't.
Well, you know what?
No,
If they can do it.
No, I don't see the point. Take the short points. You're not behind. It's not an odd score.
Wow, look at this. This is crazy setup.
Whatever.
There we go. A little.
Ooh. They got a million receivers left and one to the right.
Yep.
They got trips to the left, one to the right. Emo looking at his bench saying, now what? He's in the shotgun. He's got some protection in front of him with number 20.
He's got nothing, really.
Emo drops back, looking right to the sole receiver. Up in the air we go. Is he in?
Out of bounds?
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
No 2 points.
2-point
Yep,
attempt.
he caught it, but he was out of bounds.
So with a minute left to play,
I repeat, that's not a good play.
Warriors 20, Raiders 7.
No.
They're thinking, the Raiders won't come back. Yeah, but they could come back and beat you by a point because you went for the 2 for
That's
no
right.
good
That
reason.
would be awesome.
I think they're trying to put it out of reach at halftime, but that is too risky.
It's not that Dover-Sherborn hasn't moved the ball.
Yeah.
They have.
It's I won't say what I think it is, but anyways. And at the Bruins games, it's like a minute 48 to go. And the Bruins pull their goalie. They're down by a goal.
Right.
And the Blues get an empty net goal. I said to my wife, Claude Julien should know better. First of all, the Blues know how to kill penalties. So a 6-on-5 hockey game means nothing to the Blues. They kill well. Plus, you're pulling your goalie with a $1:48 to go. Call a timeout. No, not Claude Julien. He can't. Wait a minute. Oh, they lost their timeout. That's right. They had a protest. They lost. So he couldn't call a timeout, but he pulled his goalie too early. And those are coaching decisions you look back at and you say, if I'd done this, if I'd done that, but it's too late. You take your chances and sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Yeah, it's a good
Mitchell,
feeling.
nice deep kick. Sebastian, once again, returning to his 20. Sebastian in trouble to his 22. 56 seconds to go until halftime.
Was by Sebastian.
Okay, a sighting. I see the Medfield cheerleaders.
Ball now with under a minute and a half.
That's made Bruce's day right now.
No,
Where are they now?
There's 3 of them. Oh, there's some guy waving pom-poms. I have no
Start on
idea.
their own
I saw some
21.
pom-poms. Where'd they go?
Maybe at halftime.
Maybe one of those sparkling fans. I don't know. No, I'm lying. Again. Nope, no cheerleaders. Maybe they will come in at halftime. It's cold out.
Yeah. It's not that cold, though.
Well, you're not in a skirt, are you?
Well, that's true.
Not today, anyways. Are we really live? It's good we almost get along, isn't it? Trips to the near side. One up top of the screen. 4 receivers for the quarterback. Levine with 56 seconds to go until halftime. Levine drops deep. He's being rushed. Good night.
Oh,
And the clock will not stop. We may have one more play till halftime.
timeout.
Uh-oh. Levine went down,
Oh, no,
and he's
no.
hurt.
And there is
Oh,
a
jeepers creepers.
injury timeout on the field.
Well, Medfield smelled it out nicely, and 3 guys hit the quarterback. He didn't have a prayer.
No, he did not.
And if you look at it in the replay, you'll see he just ate the football. He had nowhere to go, no direction to turn in.
No, appropriately, that's what he did. But I think he.
Officials timeout. No matter what, Levine will have to be taken out of the game for at least one play, maybe more. Quickly, Holden Ferrari's warming up on the sideline. So I have this medical timeout little thing here. What year do you think football started?
When?
Yeah, what year? Give me a year.
1897.
Not bad. 1869. In New Brunswick, New Jersey, Rutgers and what's now Princeton University met in a contest often regarded as the first intercollegiate football game. And the rules were crazy. It was more like soccer. It was more like soccer and rugby put together.
Sure.
And Rutgers won 6-4.
Isn't that funny?
Very weird, huh?
Yeah, no, that's how it started.
Levine coming off, looking down. Trainers coming with him. And we don't know. All we know is Ferrari's back in the game.
Ferrari into the game now at quarterback.
And they also brought in Tim Polk. And Polk, I believe, is the 3rd quarterback, so that's interesting. Number 5, we'll see who lines up at QB. Let us see. I'm going Ferrari because it is Ferrari. He's got trips to the left, one to the right. 25 seconds and counting. Hands off for no good.
No.
And you know something? Just go to halftime.
Yeah.
19.2 to go.
Handoff was the strong.
And not a bad idea. I think Medfield called a timeout. They're hoping to get another timeout and get the ball on a punt return inside DS territory.
Sure.
Good strategy.
Yeah.
Plan ahead. So if you DS, you run the ball again, make them use the timeout.
Have to.
Or do
Well-
you try and pass it out of danger?
It's 3rd down and 21 to go.
With a quarterback who's coming in for a second play of the game.
You know,
What play was that play called? I have no idea. 19.2. You'd like to run to halftime with the score being 20-7. Strange things can happen.
I think when Medfield blitzes, it really, depending on the play, of course, it throws everyone off, and that's what happened.
One receiver left and right set up as a running play. It is straight ahead to the right side. Jeremy Craig almost broke the tackle. Loose ball! Fallen on by Mahoney. I don't know if he retained it. It's still spinning. We don't know who's got it. And all I can say is
Fumble on the field.
we're not at halftime. Flag.
Flag on the field.
Couple flags.
2 flags. Those are, we don't like each other flags.
Yeah, the laundry's really out there. 6.9 seconds left in the half.
We've seen games where they actually run those off by mistake. Can we do it now?
Raiders retain the fumble. We got a few flags. Let's see what we got.
Raiders football, 2 flags on the field, and they may negate each other.
We have personal foul called on both sides.
Yeah, exactly. As Doug said in the PA upstairs,
Negate each other.
each team has a personal foul, so we'll do it over again. And whose advantage is that? I got to think it's Dover-Sherborn because they can run more time off the clock if Medfield wants to use their next timeout.
Sure.
And there
So
is
it's
a timeout
6.9
on the field
seconds
called
left.
By the Raiders.
Sorry.
4th down. So what do? They
You're right.
immediately punt, or do they scramble around and the quarterback scrambles for 6 seconds? And
So
that's a lot of time.
Hold on. We went 3rd down, and that was a loss of down with the personal fouls. Did I miss something?
It counts as a down.
Okie
So
dokie.
now it's 4th down. It's 6.9 seconds. So you're the coach. What do we do?
What would you do? I'd kick.
Really do that pooch punt thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The odds are in your favor.
yeah. You can't scramble for 6.9 seconds and then throw a pass or
Fran
something.
Tarkenton could,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that's about it.
yeah.
Is Fran Tarkenton one of the only scrambling quarterbacks who got out with minimal injuries? I'm not sure what his knees are like,
Yeah, I don't
but
know
I don't remember him getting hurt much in his career because scrambling quarterbacks get hurt a lot.
Right. You know, it was a different era, too.
Yeah, very true. Different size, different exercise routine. Yeah,
Right.
different players. The whole mentality was different too. So what do we got? We got a timeout.
Another timeout.
So back to the origins of football. No.
Another timeout call.
Okay, so
I checked the weather, and it's 37 degrees. But I'll tell you, it doesn't feel like 37 degrees.
so my last history reference.
Okay.
In 1874, the year before my birth, McGill University in Montreal came to Cambridge, Mass. to play Harvard University. And it was more like the football game we're used to. But McGill, it turned out, to come to play rugby, in which you can run with the ball and tackle. Harvard played more a soccer-like game. So they played by 2 games. They played first by Harvard rules, then by McGill rules. Sounds like fun. Of course, the Harvard players never even knew what rugby was, but they went wild over the sport, and that's when rugby came into the U.S.
Isn't that interesting?
Isn't that
huh?
weird? Yeah. But then, of course, the game fine-tuned itself. So we have the megalomaniacal money game we have today.
Right, right.
How much do you want to bet megalomaniacal is not a word.
You know, just think how much money they could have saved, spent right now on these timeouts in the NFL.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what's going to happen. A punt?
Short kick. It's going to bounce. I don't see anybody picking this up, or do I? Yeah. Hanson downs it, and we're at halftime.
Rory's kick is down.
So, you got your own halftime show. We're going to take a break, leave the background mic on, and we'll be back for the second half of this game. Art, any thoughts?
You know, Dover-Sherborn has moved the ball, except for this last drive. They got a couple penalties. We saw more penalties this past
You
drive
might have heard there's a
than anything, and it definitely showed. But I think Medfield is moving the ball. They got some good passing, and we have to,
buy a ticket.
you know, if it's going to be a game in the second half, Dover-Sherborn has to step up.
Gridiron.
And that's what I think.
They got to regroup.
Get something nice
Gotta
to bring
regroup.
home.
Score at halftime. Medfield 20 and Dover-Sherborn 7. We'll be back with the second half shortly. You are watching Dover-Sherborn Cable TV high school football on Thanksgiving Day.
Hi, I'm Mike Klein. I'm the Executive Director here at Dover-Sherborn Cable Television, and on behalf of everyone here at DSC TV, I'd like to wish everyone out there a happy and safe holiday season.
At this time, we would like to acknowledge all of the alumni from Met. If you played in the 60s or 70s, any alumni from Medfield who played in the 60s or 70s, please come out to midfield. Any alumni from DS who played in the 60s and 70s.
Mike, which one does it plug into?
The 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for our original Raiders. Up next for Medfield, anyone from the 80s, anyone who played during the 80s, please come out to midfield. And again for DS, anyone who played in the 80s for DS, please come out to midfield. Our lone soldier. And now from Medfield, anyone who played during the 90s. Anyone who played during the 90s. And our DS players from the 90s.
Hey, when they said 60s, I was going to go out there. I seriously thought I went out there.
Here comes Coach Mike Willie, who just won the ISL championship at BB&N. For Medfield, anyone from 2000 to 2010 who graduated 2000, 2010.
I got everything right. It was Chip, I guess. And it was Sebastian's catch.
And our best players, 2000 to 2010.
All right? Yeah. Am I giving you enough airtime? Perfect. If I get off to a good start, which I did, I'm fine. If I stumble, I gotta just stop thinking and move on.
And then finally, all players from 2011 to last year from Medfield.
Drink it.
You know something?
Well-
I'll tell you something.
You want some more?
And let's hear it for our 2011 to 2016 from DS.
Ask Brad where is Brad?
Look at all the tins. Look at all the tins. Look at all of them. They're all together. They're all wearing tins. They planned. They planned it. There's a look.
Is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual.
Get low, jump on back.
I can do it. Come on.
Let's hear it for the DS cheerleaders. Great job, ladies.
Hi, this is Brad Crandall from DSC TV. Just wishing you all the happiest of holidays this year, and stay safe and have a great time.
Second half of this football game about to start. Both teams go to their respective sidelines. The score remains 20-7 for those of you tuned in late. We have a touchdown summary. In the first quarter, Medfield went ahead. Emer DeVos on a 64-4-yard bomb put Medfield ahead 7-zip. DS tied it up with a 12-yard pass to Sebastian from quarterback Eric Levine, who is now hurt and not playing. An 18-yard pass that was. We're tied at 7 in the second quarter. 2 unanswered touchdowns with 4:27 to go in the half, 1:01 to go in the half. 2 9-yard passes, Emer to Mitchell, then Emer to Gianta. And everything was good on the extra points except the last one. They went for 2, Medfield did, and they did not make it. That's why we're 20-7 at halftime. Art Crandall, has the weather warmed up, or are we just psyched for the second half?
Well, we're pretty psyched for the second half. It hasn't really warmed up much, but the wind has definitely increased.
Oh yeah, I'll look at the flag now. It's blowing towards us.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Bruce Glazer and Art Crandall, Mike Klein, Brad Crandall, Danny Murphy, and on our broadcast crew.
Doing a great job.
I'll tell you, I got my first donut of the year. Actually, it's our only donut of the year, so I gobbled.
Cute.
You know, I didn't even mean to double entendre. No, but I'm good, huh?
Yeah, it came right out.
Okay, they're changing channels now. Raiders are kicking off. A new kicker will be Ethan Blanchard, a freshman. Hey, good luck, young man. I believe this is his first kickoff. All I can say is get it deep. Or not. A spinner up back gets the ball. That would be Ryan Dooley. Stomps on it. And a short kick will put the Warriors at the 37. Not much of a kick.
Not much of a kick. You know, it was a little end over end, and Julie bobbled it at first, recovered very well, and didn't get much yardage, but they got the ball at a good field position. Mitchell will be a power forward for this team. Look at him, he's 13 and he stands over everybody. He comes to the slot near side, right side is Voss. One receiver top of the screen, running play, straight to the left side on a deke, a delay, a deke, and a run to a misdirection to the left side. Ball carried by Gonza for a short pickup.
Sebastian on the tackle.
Sebastian on the stop, 5-yard pickup.
It's a good first play, right around the side.
Johnson was the ball carrier. Second down.
There was a little miscommunication back there.
That play went for more than a first down. Gianta out of bounds around the 45 of Diaz. I was pointing out to you at halftime that we were watching Dover-Sherborn's Jeremy Craig do his push-ups. I got an injury watching him do push-ups.
Ball on the Raider 49.
Once again, the no-huddle offense here.
Delay.
Nice.
Nothing.
Beninati on that tackle.
Joey B.
On the
Good
stop.
job.
Gianta the ball carrier. They switch up, people going off. Running backs mostly going off. 2 running backs and a receiver went off. Now they have twins to the right, twins to the left. It's a 2nd and 8. Emer throws it complete to the 40 and push back. He will get his forward progress to about the 40-yard line, still about a yard and a half short of a first down with Mendez among the stoppers for Dover-Sherborn.
You know, if you look, I don't know if we have time for replay, probably not, but...
Now that you got your monitor, they're not going to show you.
I know.
I formation for the quarterback. Emer gets the football and loses it immediately.
Oh, my.
Falls on it like he should and back at his own
42?
23? 43-ish.
Something like that.
Territory on their own 44.
See, if you're not sure from this angle, you say ish.
Ish.
He's down exactly at his 43-ish. So what do? They spot at the 44.
Strong is back for the Raiders.
4th and 17 with Matt Strong, the deep man, in his own 27 for Dover-Sherborn. Emer will punt. Emer will throw. Got a man open. Does not have the first down, however. And, you know, when you... never mind. You got a big lead. Why are you playing radical football like that? I don't know. It's not like they're trailing by 2.
No.
If you're trailing by 2 in the last game, okay. But when you're ahead by 2, you just turn the ball over in great field position, and they're saying to Dover-Sherborn, okay, now go ahead, score on us if you can. If you can.
Yep.
We thank you for watching our live cable cast from Dover-Sherborn Cable TV. This will also be on replay in both towns. And Art still will not have his monitor for the first half on replay.
Quarterback for the Raiders.
Alden Ferrari will return as the quarterback for the Raiders.
Raider 46.
Sebastian has become a wide receiver for them. A little bit thin in that core. Holden, the junior, has it, runs, doesn't run, runs up the middle. I don't know. Looked like a miscommunication there.
Either that or it was totally a fake handoff, and I don't know.
He faked everybody out.
Yeah.
No gain on the play. Second down.
About a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. 8:30 to go in quarter number 3. Score remains 22-7. Sometimes you say 27 and it sounds like one team, like 27.
Yeah.
22-7.
Yeah.
Tim Polk now in a slot, top of the screen with Mahoney next to him on the far side. Near side is Hansen. Another slot next to him, Sebastian.
Oh.
We ain't going anywhere right now. Jeremy Craig for a couple of yard loss.
Ball carrier was Craig.
And this offense is stuttering.
3rd down now for the Raiders.
3rd and 13. And the quarterback could use some help from the offensive line for protection.
You really could.
And the plays are just not smooth right now.
No, I was just looking at it. It wasn't replay, but I was looking at it on the TV, and it goes up close, and there's nothing. There's really not much blocking at all.
Last season, Eric Levine was hurt, and this season he's been hurt 3 times. The kid has just bad luck. Hopefully he's ready for basketball. They have twins to the right and left. Ferrari has a assemblage to choose from. Drops back, protection good. Throws, got his man, Mahoney. Way short of a first down, but he's picked up some yardage.
That was good.
Close to the 50.
Yeah, you can see it. Comes in nice defense, but it was almost like the prevent defense for Medfield, where you know they'd give them some, but
they were jeering him.
Yep.
4th and 7. Ferrari comes to his coach. Don't know what they're doing. I got a feeling they're going for it. We'll see. Let's see. Are they going for it? He thinks they are. Let's see.
We never know with this formation. It's always either a pooch punt or what, but they've got what? Trips to the right.
They're going for it.
One to the left.
They get speedsters out there. Everybody ready to go down the field, and he pooches the football. I don't know anything about football. Nice bounce. Hansen looking at it. He's blocked on the play, and the ball stops at the 3. Actually, good thing Hansen was blocked. He might have downed it sooner.
Yeah.
But the ball rolled to a stop and says, I'm right here. And he just touched the ball at the 3? 3.
Correction. Warrior 4.
No, 3. I said to Doug, you got a better view than I have. And I'm realizing sometimes it's very hard sometimes because we're still, even the PA booth is not high enough. And high school fields in general are like that. They're never high enough.
No.
You always have trouble spotting the ball on angles.
Did we get a replay on that punt? Or no, back to
the future?
Back to real time.
Okay. Running play for a couple. Mahoney in the stop, along with 74.
Raider
Nick,
tacklers led
Hank
by
Reinhardt,
Mahoney.
another senior.
You know, on that punt, I think it was very intelligent of the Warrior to block and let him. Hopefully, it would have went into the end zone for Medfield. You know,
Second down.
that was the first time I've seen that all season.
At the end of the 3rd quarter, I'll try to read the seniors of both teams. The game will probably be over when I'm done. 2nd down. Good pickup of 5 on that play. Ema running the ball again.
Oh.
This kind of time we come right side. Junta looking for some room. He's running out of territory, and he goes out of bounds with a first down.
Yep. If you look, here's the punt. They're looking in that formation.
Ferrari, but good enough for Warrior first down.
Boom, pooch right there.
Ball now on
You see
the Medfield.
all the way
20.
down, all the way down. He realizes where it is, and then the Medfield Warrior just pushes him right out of the way.
First and 10
Very
at the
intelligent.
25-yard line. They run a misdirection left. Nice blocking. Up the field we go, about 3 yards. Coming down to the 5-minute mark in this quarter. Running plays will do that. Clock keeps moving.
Keeps moving. Right now, the clock is not Dover-Sherborn's friend.
For the Raiders.
No. Run left, run right. Short gain there. Close to first down, but about a yard too short. This time, Jack Mahoney again on the stop. Mahoney limping off the field slightly. He's okay, but he's getting a breather as Jeremy Craig will replace him.
Uh-oh.
A little bit of a jump and a flag. I think it might be offside against DS unless they were pulled offside by a false start on Medfield. I don't know. Watch for the signal. Offside. Defense he's calling.
I think it was Nick.
Play by Worth. Call on the field is offsides against the Raiders. Move the ball 5 yards.
I'm going to start now with the seniors because I know I'm going to run out of time.
Okay.
So the seniors as we go along for Medfield, playing the last game, Sean Robertson. That's it. Wait a minute, I lost them. Austin Summerall, Christopher Donnelly Green. Don't want to leave anybody out. James Voss. Brian Kane. Split back formation. Choosing the right back. Look at him run. Gonza for the first down at the 50-yard line. Moving along, David Dugan's a senior. Mason Giunta.
The play was made by Craig.
Thomas O'Connor. Ryan Shields.
Gonzer, the ball carrier for the Warriors.
I think I've covered them all. Jacob Enos is a senior also. David Dugan I mentioned.
Ball now on the 50.
And we wish them all luck next year, whatever their future endeavors might be.
Handoff going nowhere. Just got back to the line of scrimmage.
Just a dead play. We'll give you the Dover-Sherborn seniors at the quarter break.
That was a good penetration.
Novich in on that as well. Brings up second
Last
down.
year, Dover-Sherborn won at Medfield 14-7. And this game has been similar. I think except in that game last year, DS was dominating more.
All right.
We try to bring you every Thanksgiving game live because it's more exciting for us and you at home, of course. Gonzer in the carry. Gonzer for 5.
Gonzer, the ball carrier, stopped by.
That's right, and you know, it's really funny that since it is live and uncensored, we have to tell the crowd, Mr. Sebastian over there, you know, how you yelling, watch out. And
don't say the wrong thing.
It's exciting. It was a real high school
In the last
football.
couple of years in general, I've heard more swearing on TV, and it just sets me aback. There's no call for it. Okay, that's my political advice, or non-political advice, whatever. Got 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Emer gonna throw. Looks. He's got some time. Now he's running. Throws it off his back foot. Man open!
Oh.
Knocked away! At the last second, knocked away by Holden Ferrari.
Nice job.
Nice double coverage by Ferrari and also Greg Tiss.
And Tiss in there as well. And that brings up 4th down.
2:10 to go in the quarter.
For the Warriors, 4th and 4.
punt high. Great hang time.
Wow.
Got some knockdowns on the field. Everything okay, no flags. Ball bounding around the 35-yard line. DS takes over with 1:59 to go in the quarter. 20-7 is the score. The visitors in the lead.
1:59 left in the third period, and the game's going right along.
Eric Levine back on the sideline for his team, but he's not in the game. They have this CD with canned college music, and some of it's like, write a new theme song, will ya? Some of it's like Biff Boom Ba, like no one even gave any effort to writing it, but we'll use it as our theme song anyways. This is one of them in the background. Yeah, fade out's good. Back to the live action, literally. Hennessy's not in the game. Holden Ferrari, the junior, drop it back a couple of steps, throws a line drive over the head of Mahoney. Incomplete. Only 5 seconds off the clock.
Sebastian is broken up. Second down.
Dover-Sherborn doing straight blocking, just trying to protect Ferrari.
Hey, I have an idea after the game's over. You and I will run to the left end zone. See those balloons back there? The blue and silver balloons?
Yeah.
We cut the strings and let them go. Like, set them free. What do you think? Oh, you're not going with me.
You haven't had your coffee yet?
I had too much coffee. Ask my wife every day. She will pay you to take me home. Handoff to Strong. Strong angling to the right. Nice run. Had not much to move with, but he's still moving.
Still moving.
The house will not be stopped. Strong runs out of the pile for a hard-earned 4 or 5 yard pickup, depending on the spot.
Nick Novich leading that blocking down there. Good job.
5 now.
Joey D.
I have a question for you.
Hank.
You
Yeah.
ever watch Decades TV?
No.
They do like genres
Oh, yes,
and
I
time
have.
periods.
Yeah.
They'll feature a certain performer, and you watch some of the old TV shows and you say, wow, how things have changed.
Mm-hmm.
Not always for the better, but the technology is so much more sophisticated. Now back to football. Got a 3rd and 5. Ferrari looks left, looks right, shouts it out, gets the football, handoff. Here comes Strong for the first down.
Nice.
Strong to midfield. 1st and 10.
Standing run by Strong for a Raider first down.
Replay. We're going to get a replay.
Territory on the 50.
That was nice. Look at this. Handoff. Nice blocking right there. Goes right through the hole. Boom. It's finally brought down by the secondary of Medfield, the Warriors. That was a good long, I don't think we're going to get another play in, maybe one more.
There's 2 trophies down there. Oh, microphone, Bruce. There's 2 trophies. There's a team winning trophy and there's an MVP trophy. See them down there by the DS bench? Yeah. After I break all the balloons, I'm grabbing the trophies.
Bruce,
I'm running home.
I don't have enough money to bail you out.
You wouldn't anyways. Straight ahead. Strong. Can't be stopped. He got 7.
Nice job. Here's the trophies and what they say right there. Right there. Yep, Bruce is going to take that big one with the football home.
Will you help me?
Second down.
I can hobble to the car with a little blocker in front of me.
Put some duct tape on the brass thing.
We are at the end of 3 quarters. The score remains the same as halftime, 20-7, Medfield. Okay, seniors for DS. I'm telling you, the game will be over by the time I'm done. Okay, seniors for DS. CM Hennessy out with a knee injury. Jeremy Craigs, Tyler Sebastian, Jack Mahoney, Eric Levine, Zach Gustafson, Abdel St. Paul, Will Caterson, the center, Joe Beninati, our friend, Adam Pollock, who should have a good career, by the way, in college. Also, 3 in a row here, Hank Reinhardt, Nick Newman, Harry Godin, and lastly, Rob Orcutt. And I apologize to either team or both teams if I missed anybody. Not by intent. Another one of my favorite songs. Yep.
Which one's that?
Biff Boom Ba, number 2. Back to Notre
Back
Dame
to
because we
Notre
can't
Dame.
think of another one.
Can even do for Boston College, for Boston.
It must be in there.
All right.
All I know is on Wisconsin, on to Victor Reed. That's all I know.
Is that right?
Sorry. Oh, sorry about your head. I almost decapitated this lady in front of me.
High snap. Run right through.
Are you okay?
Maybe
Was Strong once again.
What?
Our director's having a nervous breakdown.
Yeah, what's going on?
He's your kid. I really don't care. Ball at the 44-yard line of Medfield, 10:37 to go. Plenty of time for either team to score 1 or 2 touchdowns. Mahoney to the right, another receiver left side. One staggered back next to Holden Ferrari. Line drive. Pitch off and dropped.
Oh!
What a nice pick it would have been, but it wasn't meant to be.
Pass attempt almost picked.
He turned around and he went right into that ball.
4 for the Raiders.
Number 84.
I lost my second part of my roster. Oh, thanks.
Look
Our
at
director's complimenting me. Here's a roster back here. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I ain't perfect. Okay, 84. Open the roster, Bruce. Oh, wait, I got it. This is yours? This lady and I are fighting over her roster. I'll give it back to her. Devin Kelly almost picked the ball off. Did you want your roster? That's yours.
Blanket over there.
Oh, forget play-by-play. We're doing blankets.
Ferrari's attempt at Mahoney is incomplete.
Yes, we're a full-service broadcast team.
And the Warriors will take over now on down.
Yep,
So
12 rows up.
So the Raiders turn it over on downs. And unfortunately, that's a big break for Medfield and not so much for Dover-Sherborn, the home team.
The wind's picked up quite a bit here today, right now.
Do you think our director's paying attention? I don't. You are? Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Should we repeat that? Emer on a screen behind the line of scrimmage. Gentle looking for room. He's got nothing. He's twisted to the ground at the line of
slammed
scrimmage.
down.
Yeah, hard hit to that cold ground.
Pass was complete. Ginta.
You know, your family's scaring me. Your son Brad just told me that one of his friends got escorted off the field. At the Bruins game the other night, his brother was going crazy on the monitor during the breaks. And I'm thinking, what kind of dysfunctional family do you have?
hey, it's a great functional family.
Pass downfield, wide
wide
open
open.
is Mitchell. He is so big, nobody can stay with him, and he's finally knocked out of bounds, but he's got the first down with 9:36 to go in quarter number 4.
You know, it's almost like throw it to the tall guy.
Yeah, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or Will Chamberlain. Just put it up there, I'll get it.
Yep.
Yep. Mitchell comes to the left. You need a step ladder to stay with him on wheels. Emer drops, right side, pass, incomplete. And I've got to say, Medfield's offense is solid, but at the same time, the defense of Dover-Sherborn has been strong, late flag.
Oh, we got laundry.
I mean, I like the defense that Dover-Sherborn's putting up. They're not giving in, they're not giving up, and they're playing stalwart against a very powerful offense. What's the flag? It could be a personal.
We have a personal foul
Yep.
called on Medfield, a dead ball foul.
Dead ball foul on the offense, lost it down, and I'm back up with the football.
Yeah, and let's see if we can see it. There's some pushing and shoving going on.
It's the last game. Everybody wants to, they're aggressive.
Yep,
It happens.
yep. He probably said something too, because it looked like the pushing and shoving was all done.
They wouldn't say anything bad to each other. No. I have heard from the pros what happens in those scrums.
Yeah.
It's not for airplay.
No.
Warriors.
Use your imagination at home. So 2nd and 1,000,000, that's the way it looks from here. They're saying on the scoreboard 25. Emer drops back. Benanati trying to get to him. He's blocked out.
Up.
He's running for his life. Emer gets away from a shoestring tackle. Pollock slows him down. Loose ball! I believe Dover-Sherborn recovery. Yes!
Nice.
That was a loose ball.
You know, Caddison just chased him right down.
And
Slowed him up. And
Pollock was there too.
Yep, and then he got right. Slowed him down enough for Pollock to make it and cause the fumble.
And as Yogi Berra said, it ain't over till it's over.
Nope, and here we go on the replay, and Caddison just
They will start
took it.
on the
Pollock
Warrior 41.
ripped the ball.
Sorry.
So So what is this for the Warriors, I guess, right, huh?
That's the great thing about doing sports. You just never know what's going to happen next. And we don't know the outcome of this game, but it's so much fun to watch when you get surprised like that.
Right.
Either team, really. It's just you wait for the unexpected.
You want an exciting game.
You do.
So far, that really caused the juice is flowing here for Dover-Sherborn. Right?
Raiders line up in front of us. Quarterback drops, throws on the run. Got Mahoney. Short pickup, twists, goes down. 5-yard pickup.
Mahoney,
All right.
Cowbells start ringing.
Yep.
that's a gain of 5.
Hey, the sun coming out for a second.
The cowbells and the sun are in sync.
Mahoney kind of limping out. We don't like to see that.
No. Comes out for a drink. I think he was hurt earlier and maybe just re-aggravated it, but he's not going to stay out long. It's his final game. He's not staying out.
Right.
Everybody lined up. Speedsters on both sides of the line on the wide receiver position. Ferrari, hands off. Strong coming around left end. Strong, close to the first down marker.
Was strong, ahead for a gain.
8:20 to go in the game.
It'd be nice if we could, Dover-Sherborn can get into the end zone. Then it becomes and you get an extra point, and then it's a 6-point game, and then it's really exciting for the last part.
And we're going to stay live for the ceremonies afterwards. Brad
got
goes,
turkey to eat.
what? Brad, what? You're not cooking it.
Yeah, he did.
Supplied the turkey?
He got the turkey.
Really?
Yep.
Legitimately?
Turkey shoot.
I don't want to go there. Ferrari. He had an option play. Strong has the option. Strong has nothing, and that was a busted play. It looked like quarterback option rollout, but Ferrari got confused at some point and lost the football. Strong recovered, 7.5 to go. Raiders in trouble with 4th and long.
If you're looking on the replay, I don't know. Ferrari might have didn't really have time to develop because Medfield came right back in and came right into him.
Yeah.
And it could have been a pitch out, but there was no time.
Key play in this football game, fourth quarter. 4th and 16, 15 to say on the scoreboard. It looks closer to 16. And why are people crowding in around us now? Like the 7th inning at Fenway, you get in for nothing?
Yeah.
And they just sit where they want? Guess they don't know I have elbows.
No, right.
Timeout
Caused it.
on the field.
Called the timeout.
So if we had a BB rifle, could we shoot those balloons?
Hey, I don't want to hear that. No, it's too far.
I get fixations. Have you noticed that? Yeah,
OCD.
a lot of it.
So, it's been a pretty exciting game so far, back and forth. The first quarter was tremendous football. The second quarter, you could see that Medfield was starting to take over a little bit. And Dover-Sherborn had a couple silly penalties. And went into halftime with a 20-7 lead.
You can open it with your code, you can have it.
Medfield, that is. We've had a couple back and forth, but nothing substantial so far.
Scoring in the game, Voss has thrown a 64-yard and touchdown and 2 9-yarders, while Sebastian caught an 18-yard touchdown from Levine in the first half. 2 extra point attempt by Medfield was no good, and that's why it's 20-7 with 6:53 to go in regulation, and there's no overtime.
Now, on the sideline, is that one of the Blues Brothers there that they just had on TV?
Yeah, one of the Blues Brothers, yeah. Focus. Hey, those balloons are coming down, by the way. I think
Bruce?
they're going to take them away.
Call the game.
Okay. Deep drop, 4th down. Ferrari dropping way back. Throws it. Mahoney.
Into traffic.
Picks off. Flag. Could be a block somewhere against Medfield, but they got the ball, it looks like.
Interception on the play,
Well,
brought that
almost as good as a
coverage.
punt.
Got a flag on the field near
Oh,
the
no.
spot of the interception.
It was desperate. It was 3-man coverage on Mahoney. Got a flag on the play. I don't know if he's interfered with or was on the return.
It might have been, he threw it right away. Let's look at this on replay right here. He's back up, he throws it. I don't know, he might have been mugged. I think it might be pass interference.
Waiting for the call. Here it comes.
It's a 15-yard penalty. And
Call is 15 yards, pass interference against
See?
Medfield.
Yep.
That'll negate the
Yep.
interception.
first down, biggest break of the game for DS.
Yeah, Mahoney got mugged out there.
6:42 to go.
You know, and he's taking, Jack's taking quite a number of hits today.
Broll's coming in at tight end, couple coming off. Sebastian coming off along with Polk. No Broll's in there along with Hanson, Mahoney. They're the receivers that we're looking at. Shotgun formation, new 1st and 10 for the blue.
Strong on the carry. There's a flag on the field.
Very few flags in this game, but we have another one now.
Tackle made by Kelly. We've got
And you know, you got to appreciate the way they've opened up the field.
The Warriors, that's going to move the ball.
Face mask on defense. That's 2 big penalties against Medfield. And hopefully during the game you can see that they've put some like rope out there, police tape, and allowed the fans to expand closer to the field so they're closer to the action and we can get more people in here. That's kind of nice.
That moves the ball all the way down to the Warrior 15.
So this is 4-down
Wow.
territory for the rest of the game unless something drastic happens. The Raiders really have to score here and then get the ball back. From Medfield side, you got to have 4 stops in a row. High snap, touchdown, coffin corner, man there, cut, dropped.
Almost.
He was there and then he wasn't. Sebastian, I believe the intended. Is he? No.
No.
Pass attempt to Hanson.
Lewis Hanson on the attempted reception. If you can reach 21 from that distance, you've got Ted Williams vision.
I know.
No way. The numbers just blend into the shirts. There goes a balloon, by the way. Wasn't me. Everybody lining up. 2nd and 10. Home run territory. Fake. Into the end zone. Mahoney again. Too far away. He's got it! Touchdown!
Wow.
He just kept his feet inbounds.
Wow. That was a perfect placed ball. He made a nice catch.
Hey, everybody, we're back into a football game, a 1-score difference.
You can see in that coffin corner back there, it was a struggle, a scrum. Nice play. Nice play. Now we need nothing fancy. Let's go for 1, boys. What do you think?
Hey. Everybody down because I think there might be, is there an injury? That's usually why they're down like that.
Oh. Dan, can we see what's going on up there?
Yeah, it's Mahoney. Mahoney's
Is he?
down. He might have gotten hit when he caught the ball and lost some air. .558, excuse my sniffles. Mahoney being worked on. I really think he got the air knocked out of him. 5:58, as I said. A lot of time to go in this game. Looking at Sam Hennessy in civvy clothes with a brace on his left leg.
Yeah, that's tough to see.
It's tough to lose one of your better receivers, yeah.
Terrible.
Last few games. That a real bunny? She's got a bunny.
Outstanding.
Oh my gosh.
play
2 girls walking here, and one of them has a bunny and a blanket. I thought it's a stuffed animal, but it moved its head, didn't it?
Yeah, it's a new trend, I guess. Enough of these little silly dogs. Now they're doing bunnies.
Bunnies are cute.
All right, let's go for the extra point.
I don't think so. That can be returned for a point, by the way. I don't know about this, but anyways, running the ball back is Medfield. He wants the 1 point. He's getting, whoa, down he goes. That was Liam O'Toole again on the return. So we got a strange game now.
Yeah.
We have a touchdown and an extra point. We're tie it.
Right. And we had some laundry down there. Flag on the play.
Flag on the field.
So I don't know if we can,
And an
I don't-
outstanding
rewind that, see
tackle
what's
by
going on here.
Out of action in the end zone in foul territory is Jack Mahoney. I think he's being treated down. They don't want to move him yet. It looks more like his leg now. No guesses on my side. But
Rewind that one.
Mahoney's had a great season.
Yeah.
He's been the leading receiver for this team. And after Hennessy's injury, they had to lean on him more. So we have a medical timeout.
Yeah, I think Jack got pushed quite well.
Did he get down funny? He could have gotten stepped on too. We can't see
Yeah,
it all.
it was way down there.
No time off the clock. And you know, it's funny. They're giving the balloons out to the little kids. How many do you think we'll see in the air by the end of the game?
A lot. Stand by.
Or somebody said they heard our live game and they said, he's going to do what? So they're starting to let him go now. Still treating Mahoney. So what do we have here? We have the coach running down to see his player, I think. And now he's coming back. So we have no extra point for either team.
Point is not good. Two
And-
offsetting penalties.
We got two offsetting penalties. We got a kickoff from the 40, so it's like nothing happened in the last 3 minutes, actually. It's 20-13, a one touchdown extra point lead. And I got to say it, if Medfield had just gone for the one EP, they'd have better control of this game right now.
Sure.
And second guessing, no, it wasn't really, because we said it originally. We're not second guessing. I said from the start, and you agreed. Why not go for the one, not the two, back in this first half? This is the first score of the second half, by the way. GS has shut down Medfield's offense since the first half. So this is quite a ball game we got going here. A one-score difference. If somebody can get an extra point, what a lousy kick.
Well,
And
it could have been the onside, trying to go for an onside.
You think?
Yep.
Medfield.
But it was recovered by Medfield.
I don't
think
see-
there was too much time in the game for that type of thing.
Me
right
too.
now.
And then you're getting the ball at midfield.
Yeah.
6 left in
No.
the game. We've got
It's not like
Warriors
if you were down 2
20,
scores,
13.
I could see that possibility. But now when you're down 1
No, we have
and you're
plenty of
shutting them
time.
out in the second half, you can get the ball back.
Once you say, you go back and say, what does the coach say? What does the coach? It's that time. The coach makes a decision.
Maybe he saw Medfield being unready, but obviously they're not unready, and now they're running the football. Gianta on the carry,
Jonathan, pick up.
and they're going to run the ball
Tackle
until
on
you
the
tell them
play by
until you say you
Mendez.
can't.
That's right.
And I admit, I've only coached youth sports, but sometimes you just see things that make you wonder.
Yeah.
Who knows? Game's not
Gain
over.
About 5, second down.
Second and 5. Gianta going the right side this time. Gianta turns it back in, close to the first. Down. Ball rolling
Gianta
down
runs
to
into
5:13. Still
And
rolling.
Pollock who make the tackle.
Ball looks like it's got a first down. Was it short?
Timeout
Nope.
on the field.
Spotting looks a little short. Ooh, close.
Player
Oh, Medfield. Who's that?
on the
Number.
Warriors side.
Okay, Jack
7.
Mahoney back on his feet. And it looks more than anything. He hurt his leg earlier. We know that. And it looks like he just had the living daylights knocked out of him.
Yeah, he got pushed really well. We're blocked. We got a Medfield Warrior. Oh my. Is that Jonathan?
I can't see from this angle.
33.
Yeah, it's Gianta.
Yeah.
He's
hopefully
walking
he'll be-
off,
yeah.
but because the official called the timeout, he's going to be removed for one play. Ball now spotted, third and less than a yard, about a yard. 4:53 and rolling. Throwing, man open.
Oh,
Catch.
no.
Gonzer inside the 15-yard line on the pass catch.
Tackle on the play by
And that was a good throw.
That pass was complete to Gonzer.
Nice receiving, led him perfect. Tough to defend that when the ball is just
Warriors
so
all the way
perfectly
down
thrown.
To the Raider 11.
Cheerleaders in the foreground, cheering their team on, of course. Crowd appreciative.
Okay.
Emer with one back behind him. Jonta it is. Jonta to the right side, looking for some room. Turns the corner. Jonta brings it inside, close to the goal line. I think he's in. Wait a minute. Flag in the backfield.
Call on the field is a Warrior touchdown, but there is a flag on the field.
That touchdown will be in naught. We got holding on
And the call
Medfield.
is holding, that'll take that back.
4 minutes exactly.
Holding against Medfield. That'll
Well, for you
bring
math
the
people,
ball back
240
and move it.
seconds to go in this contest.
That was easy math for you, Bruce. Look at that.
Yeah. I know on multiplication tables.
So now it will be
Some things never leave
first
you.
and 20.
All right, 1st and 20
Now on the
now.
Raider 21.
There goes another balloon. I swear 2/3 of the balloons are gone now. They're making a trip overseas. Literally. Emer waiting for the football. Got a man in motion. Gives it to Gonzer. Flag again.
I think there is going to be a procedure or offside.
Another
Or
tackle by Pollock. A flag on the field, and we've got motion called against Medfield.
First
That'll
motion
move the
penalty
ball.
of the game. Somebody
Again.
started and stopped and maybe started again.
Yep.
Looks like he was. If you move forward in the backfield when the ball is snapped, that's a motion penalty.
That's right.
Backfield in motion. An oldie but a goodie. So that moves the ball even further back, and with 3:57, the clock stopped. This is an advantage for Dover-Sherborn to get the ball back. 1st and 25. Trips to the right. Twins to the left. Emer drops. Benanati trying to get to him. Throws the ball. It's caught. Gonzer coming left side. Inside the 10. Goes to the coffin corner. He's out of bounds. Score. Touchdown.
Pass complete to Gonzer.
Wow.
That is a Medfield Warrior touchdown.
Well, let's see this on replay. We got to see this one on replay here. You know, it was. Would you say it was trips to the right, and he just came right over into the middle of the
He
field?
had 5 receivers.
Yeah. Let's see what's going on here. You're going for 2.
Is he really?
Yep.
And that 2-point conversion is good.
So that's a 2-point conversion, making it 28-13.
With
No, you
3:46
see on
left
the-
in the game, it is
So here's the
Warriors
replay. They
28,
got the
Raiders
wide
13.
receivers trips to the left, to the right, and he just goes right across the field. Nice catch. Perfectly thrown ball.
I assume Gonzo was one of the twins on the left because that's where he came from, it looked like. I couldn't swear to that, though, but hey, he's got the touchdown, 26-yarder. Each team has a score in this half, but right now, with 3:46 to go, it's a 28-13 game, and it's real desperation time for Dover-Sherborn, as Medfield has shown that they can come back
The
and
raffle story
make it a
is not
2-touchdown
over. We have
differential.
the winners we will announce. We'll read them
Dover-Sherborn
twice.
needs a quick score here.
You can pick them up at the snack shack.
Possible.
If your name is called. We'll get through a couple
We've
of
had some nice passes.
Cross-country skiing basket was won by Joan Twining. Girls lacrosse basket won by Tony.
Eric Levine's probably not going to be back in the game, huh?
Girls soccer, Bob T.
Not.
You are a winner.
Would you
Football
really
basket
risk him?
Nope.
has been won by Ingrid
Nope.
Brawl.
You think of the player more than the
Get to
game.
rest in a minute.
Squib kick. That's weird.
Out of bounds.
Kick
Why?
goes
Well, I
out
was
of
probably
bounds
trying to be
on the Raiders' 42.
a squib.
What?
You know, doesn't make sense when they. You think
You know-
Medfield would have booted it as far down as possible.
I found the 2016 high school football handbook. It's too late. I'm going to buy one next year, 2017.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, is the rule in there? Coaches will make strange decisions. Is that a separate rule they're going to add? That's another weird one.
The Raiders will start their campaign right there.
At least they get good field position. This is what the Raiders wanted.
Makes no sense. You kick the ball deep and make them run.
Other raffle winners, Boys basketball was won by Ryan Easy. Boys hockey won by Jenna Vesey.
Mahoney back in the game, so he's okay. Had the wind knocked out of him earlier. He's going to the left side. Hanson over here near us. Two receivers. Quarterback throws. Got a man.
Little wobbly pass.
Oh, Mahoney
almost.
couldn't pull it in.
Rory's attempt.
Good defensive
Mahoney
play.
broken up.
And this is going to be an Air Force game right now. They're just going to throw the ball up in the air
Have to.
and hope somebody gets it. Yeah.
Sure.
You don't have time to put together a running game, except once in a while you run the ball to keep them honest on defense.
Girls basketball basket won by Kevin Bauman.
You know the best creation for this game, the best creation, a hot thermos mug. Hold your coffee right through the game. You brought a big thing with you.
I did.
Did you finish it yet?
24 ounces. Nope. Nope.
Quarterback looking, Ferrari, man back there, defender back there, overthrown. Mahoney was grabbed, I thought.
Yeah, a little pushing and shoving out there. But
Rory's
They're going to
attempt
call it
Mahoney
honest
again
play.
is,
Yep.
Incomplete.
Yep.
It is third down now, 3rd and 10 for the Raiders.
All the balloons are gone.
Raffle winners one more time pretty quickly. Twining, Tony, Bob T, Brault.
You know, the best thing for me coming from Mansfield for this game is no traffic at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's just super up the highway and off the roads. I made it here in record time. And going home probably the same thing. It's nice.
Yeah.
And I complain about the weather sometimes, but I love Thanksgiving because everybody's here. It's great. The atmosphere is wonderful, no matter who wins. Of course, I say that now. Drop, Ferrari, man open. Nice catch, Hanson! And depending on the progress, he's got the first down. First down.
First down. Nice. Nice. Nice spot right there.
Clock stopped, chains moved. You may not win it, but make it close. Never give up.
Raiders are moving.
You know, here it is. Nice play. And it was a great spot. I was worried that they wouldn't get their forward progress, but they got it. There's the handoff to keep them honest. Comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Craig on the carry.
The clock keeps running, so we got to huddle up.
Tackler was Kelly. And it is 2nd down for the Raiders.
Second down coming up. Ball on the 43. Ferrari looking around. He's got trips to the left, one to the right. Looking left. Good selection, overthrown. Whoa! That was anybody's ball. 2:37 to go, 3rd and 10.
That was just off of everybody. Everybody had their hand on that ball.
Pass attempt incomplete.
Looked like a volleyball tournament.
I like beach volleyball.
Yeah.
Rory's attempt to Sebastian broke it up, and it is 3rd down.
So we got 3rd down, 10 to go. Ball's on the 43. 2 minutes, 37 seconds left.
I'll let you do play-by-play. You keep this up. Good job.
No.
You'd rather hold that monitor, huh?
Little snippets.
Okay, big play, 3rd and 10. Oh, flag! Pass interference, looks
gonna
like a call.
Pass
Gonzo
broken up,
climbed
there's
over him.
flag.
He's going to call it.
Hanson the intended, but Gonzo was over his back,
Reception.
I think.
I'm pretty sure. That was, the ref had perfect position on that one.
Mitchell Gonzo looks like the offender. Oh, yeah, we're going forward. 2.5 to go. Anything can happen. Oh, did I say that? I hate using those same old phrases. Ball at the 32 right now. And 1st and 10.
It's definitely a pass offense setup.
Everybody moving downfield. Ferrari in trouble, throws a wobbler.
Gets hipped.
It's caught by Mahoney for a first down at the 15. Helped up by a defender, maybe. No, that was weird. I think Jake Dobbs put a hand out, it looked like, and then he walked away.
The ref picked him up.
The ref picked him up. Okay, maybe it was the ref all the time. I don't think Dobbs would do that. It'd be a weird play. But first down for Mahoney, 1st and 10. No offense, Jake.
No.
Good field position. Once again, we're in 4-down territory for the remainder of this game for the offense of Dover-Sherborn. Blue against blue in this game. The home team in home blue, the visitors in white with blue trim. Play on. Screen, left side, Sebastian. Turns it back in, Sebastian down with 148.
Let's go.
What an odd play when you're down by 2 touchdowns.
Not enough to the sideline.
And you're not calling timeout, so it burns the clock down. Right to the line of scrimmage is Ferrari and his team. One back behind him for protection. Clock rolling down to 90 seconds. Throws for the touchdown, incomplete. That'll stop the clock.
So it says the ball's on the 13.
If you score, do you go for 2 each time? Or do you get the 1 and then go for, I don't know.
Yeah.
You're 15 down, so don't you have to go for it both times to even just get a tie? I mean, the odds are against you on that 2-point conversion. We have to get there first.
Right.
Jeremy Craig in the backfield with his quarterback, Ferrari. Long call. Ferrari drops. Nice protection so far. Throws it on the run. Knocked down.
No.
Knocked down on defense.
Pass attempt is broken up.
Buck 20 to go in the contest.
4th down now.
You know, you can feel the change of air here where Medfield has really done a great job on this last drive.
Oh, yes.
And,
It's 4th and game.
yeah.
4th and 10.
Basically.
You don't make it here, you go home for turkey.
That's what I'm hearing, Raider fans.
Or a derivative thereof.
There's no soy turkey on my table, I'll tell you.
Not on your table. No. Ferrari sets twins to the left, puts people on where he wants them. 2 left, 1 right. Final play of offense for now. Into the end zone. Caught! Touchdown!
What a play!
Touchdown!
Lewis Hansen!
Nice catch. Nice turnaround. See this on the replay. Nice throw. Turned right around. The defender tried to get it, and he couldn't. So we still have a game. Now here's the choice, Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
Do you...
Going for 2.
If you go for 2...
Yeah. Got to do it sometime.
Yeah.
If you miss this one, you go for the next one, tie it up. Right?
If you get the opportunity.
What do I know?
Let's call a timeout here.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, that's a good idea. So you get 21. So you need 9 points to tie this up, right? So you get 7 here, let's just say, right?
Yeah.
Then what do you need? Okay,
So-
let's do it again.
Well, we need 1 more. So if we got 1 more,
I think go for
then
one.
you need to get a 2-point and a 1-point.
Oh, you go for a field goal. But Levine's the field goal kicker, so that's out.
No.
So you go for you go for
At the request
go for the 2 now.
Dover-Sherborn AD.
Because if you get it, then you can go for the 1 later.
Go on to the playing surface after the game. Please stay off the field.
I got to restrain Bruce from running on the field after
Or
the
getting a
game.
calculator.
So if we, Dover-Sherborn, we
We
speak in French.
Oui, oh yeah. Oui.
Vous.
Vous.
If
Et toi?
they get a 1-point conversion, the game still is 28-20.
You know, every coach, I think, has this little scorecard and tells them what you do in this situation. And that's usually what you go by. And some know it by heart by now. But I'm sure Pindell wants to make sure his team is prepared. So, I don't know. They get 2 here. A touchdown, extra point ties it up. Yeah, and they're going to go for the 2, obviously. Holden Ferrari has the football, rolls to his right. He's being rushed, throws it, overthrown.
Oh, pass interference? No.
I don't see a flag.
Conversion attempt is
Nope.
broken up.
Well, the ball looked overthrown anyways.
It did.
So each team, okay, we have had 3 2-point attempts, 3 2-point attempts. Medfield made 1 and lost 1, and Dover-Sherborn is 0 for 1.
Raiders 9
1:15 to go. Onside kick probably coming in. Who knows? It's cold out there. The fingers are cold. We don't know where that ball is going to end up. Do we?
We do not. So this is going to be a miracle finish if Dover-Sherborn is going to win this game. Got to tell you, Medfield's done a great job. Everybody's come to play.
Except Brad. He wants to eat his turkey. Last game you direct. Just kidding, Brad. Just kidding. Brad Crandall, our director, Danny Murphy on camera, and we have our RoboCam, and Mike Klein is our overall producer. To my left is Art Crandall. I'm Bruce Glazer. Wishing everybody from us a happy Thanksgiving, and thank you for watching this game as we go down to the last 75 seconds. It has been a fun game.
It has been a fun game. It's been exciting.
A chopper.
There we go.
Everybody around it. We have no clue. Blue thinks they have it. Raiders ball?
Nice.
The crowd was in tape delay. They just didn't know how to react. Raiders ball at midfield, we think. Raider ball. It was a kick where a lot of blue shirts moved around the ball and he circled it.
Yep, well, there we go. Look at the replay on here. You notice there's a good amount of Raiders on that side of the field.
2 seconds off the clock.
And as soon as the ball goes 10 yards, Bruce, it's free. Anybody can get it. And they had a good contingency over there, and I believe they got it before any of the Medfield people.
Okay, I have a question for you. The ball on the 49 of Medfield. 2 seconds off the clock, down to $1:13 to go. And onside kicks are tough to recover in football, but this one was. Ferrari drops. He's being rushed by defensive end. Throws it over the middle. Incomplete. Okay, let's say you get the touchdown. Yeah, you're looking at it too, huh? And you get the 2-point conversion. You're down 28-27.
That's why I was saying I think we should have probably went for the 1 point. And then it's up to get the 2 point. Because this way now you're in really tough territory.
Okay, you're right. You're right. From the far hash mark, moving left to right. Whoa! Quarterback not ready.
Wow.
He's still calling it out. And Cadison snapped the ball to him, and it's picked off. And that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. What in the world was that?
Tipped and then intercepted by the
Wow. Yeah. Well,
I don't know if I want to see a replay.
So still barking out commands.
Will have the ball.
Lucky he caught it.
Yeah.
31.
Strange way to end a football game.
Tough to look at.
Medfield with 3 touchdowns in the first half. DS with 1. 2 touchdowns by DS in the second half, 1 by Medfield. And when you add up all the points, the final might be 28-19 where it stands now. Been an exciting football game. I would say that Medfield came in here with a big advantage. A better record and better overall points for versus points against. But DS has given them a battle. One of the better games this year by DS, especially late in the season. They beat Fairfield a couple of weeks ago handily, but Fairfield at home, it's tough winning an away game, but Fairhaven was easily handled by DS. A couple of field goals in the game, a couple of scores. But this one, Medfield, tough team, tough game. Congratulations to Medfield for winning on Thanksgiving Day with the last play coming up.
That's right.
Just think about your final thoughts here before we go bye-bye.
You know, it was a nice season. We had a lot of injuries, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
in
Especially the QB.
Dover-Sherborn.
They're running one of their linemen. Okay. I guess that's a salute to the lineman.
Yeah. Great job.
5 seconds and down to 0.
Well, it was a pleasure doing the season with you, Bruce.
Agreed, sir. We wish all 3 towns, Dover-Sherborn and Medfield, happy Thanksgiving and happy holidays. The final score, Dover-Sherborn loses to Medfield by a count of 28-19. We thank you for watching our cable cast of Dover-Sherborn, cable TV, high school football, and Thanksgiving Day. Until next time, so long, everyone.
So long. Happy Thanksgiving.